Hi guys, and welcome to another Thoughtscapes. Today we're going to be talking about a personal, huge bugbear of mine, which is ghosting. Someone out there please tell me the reason why, because the number of text messages I've sent that have gone unreplied is really irking me. But before we go through with the rest of the video, please check out my other videos. They're motivational in topic, and there are some other videos that I think are related to this that you might be interested in, so check it out and subscribe if you are interested. Hit the like button if you like what I have to say, and also comment down below any other comments that you think might be useful to others about how to deal with someone who's ghosted you, maybe how to prevent someone from ghosting, and how to avoid someone who is a ghost. So ghosting. You know, you've been talking to someone for a while, you really feel like you're building up a connection, you're really enjoying this connection that you're building upon. Maybe you've even gone out for a couple of dates, maybe it's gone a little bit further and you are effectively in a relationship, but all of a sudden this person has pulled a Houdini act on you. Literally just like disappeared, just like that, into thin air. Never hear from them again, never see them ever again. Don't know what's happened to them. They've literally fallen into some kind of wormhole. No explanation, no closure. Basically, you just don't hear from them ever again. That, my friends, is ghosting. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. Yeah, myself included. I have been ghosted several times, and I don't know if it's the modus operandi of guys nowadays. Okay, so I'm directing this at guys because it's from my personal experience. I know that there are girls out there who ghost too, but from the majority of people I know, my own experience and stories I've heard, it seems to be more of a guy thing where they just disappear on girls without any kind of warning, and you just never hear from the guy again.
Hello?
I'll tell you one of my personal stories. I was seeing a guy over a couple of months. We were getting along really well, really enjoyed each other's companies, talk all the time. We went out on several dates, and for some reason, after one of our dates, which was perfectly normal, we just went out to watch a movie. I think we had dinner afterwards. This is going several years back. We had dinner afterwards and it seemed great. We ended off the night, you know, see you later, I'll text you tomorrow. Great, good stuff, getting along really well. Tomorrow comes, didn't hear anything, so you know, I kind of left it. Maybe he's busy. The next day comes and still didn't hear anything, so I subsequently went to text, you okay? Like, I can't wait to see you again. It was really cool, really enjoyed that movie. And yeah, the weekend rolled on, I didn't hear anything. The next week rolled on, I still didn't hear anything. The next month rolled on, still did not hear a thing. And yeah, this was after maybe like 5 or 6 text messages saying, you know, well, it kind of went from like, hi, I hope you're okay, to like, what the heck? Like, you have no respect, like, oh my days. Don't get me started. Like, what the heck? Honestly, who does that? Who actually does that? No, I know several people who have done that. I don't know what's going on. You just think, really, like literally, you did that? What kind of are you to not even be able to hit a girl back and say, I'm really sorry for this reason, I don't think it's working, and I'm really sorry to end it this way? At least give that person just a teeny bit of closure instead of just being like, I'm gone. I always wondered, like, did people do this 20 years ago? Meet each other at the county fair, get along, start courting, taking it steady for a couple of months, and then you never see that guy ever again? Is that how people used to deal with it? Like, has ghosting been around since humankind has been around? I don't know. But I don't think it has. The probability of you running into the boy from the county fair that you met, that you were going steady with, again after he ghosted on you, is probably really high, because you probably see him at school or at the grocers or walking down, you know, the main street. So it's harder for guys to run away from that responsibility. So I don't think it happened as often back then, but now it's so easy. You met, you connected via the interwebs, and you don't live anywhere close to each other. You don't even have a mutual association with each other, i.e. a friend, friends, family. So it's easy for guys to just, not gonna text back, that's it, sever ties, because because I don't have a duty to you or anyone else that we know to be the responsible person and end it off in a dignified manner. All in all though, the reason guys ghost is one reason really. The main reason is they're just not into you, because if they were into you, they would never ghost you, right? They're not into you. But it's the way that they have approached it and handled the situation that just jars me. Then you ask yourself, why in particular did he choose to ghost me? Not even that, why did he not like me? It's even worse than that, because you don't have that closure to say, okay, I definitely know that he doesn't like me. You just say, why did he choose to ghost on me? Because ghosting is a choice, and I think it's a crap choice. For the fact that they've gone for the crap choice intentionally, I can't fathom. I don't understand. People help me. People out there. So I have done a little bit of research into this. I've asked ghosts, not like the spooky ghosts, but ghosters. Ugh, those ghosts. Like some of them are my friends too. I just can't. Oh, why do that? But I hope they've learnt their lesson after my like rant to them. Just done some research online, seen other people's stories, and these are the main reasons why guys ghost. Ghost boy, call me Mr. Ghost Boy. So this one's pretty messed up. Listen to this. So the guy's made his decision. He's gone for another person over you, but he wants to keep his options open so that if that relationship with this other person does not work out, he can always, you know, because the door hasn't fully closed, he can always try and wriggle his way back into your life and make up some magnanimous lie like, oh, like, I got hit over the head and I completely blacked out. And then I remembered what a brilliant connection we had. And so I had to just get in touch with you. It's like, how slimy of a person can you get for you to use ghosting because you want to keep your options open and potentially weasel your way into that person's life after you've ghosted them? He's just plain immature. He's not man enough to deal with it in an adult way, and so he's chosen the immature route, which is just to not deal with it at all, to avoid confrontation. Obviously, rejection is not great. People don't tend to handle rejection well, and this guy doesn't like to put himself in that situation. But again, that's completely selfish because he's trying to protect his own interests without being mindful of yours, and the guy's just basically passive. He's too scared to face up to the ramifications of what he's created, and he's just taken the scaredy cat route. He doesn't want to hurt your feelings, my love. Wow, really? Really? You know, sometimes men think that they are just so chivalrous. They don't want to hurt your feelings, so that they're going to be the bigger person out of it and just not tell you the real reason why they don't want to pursue a relationship with you or continue this with you. Like, what the heck? You would rather protect me by not giving me any closure because you're some kind of knight in shining armor. I would rather get closure from the get-go than spend 4 months trying to figure out, because girls, you know we do this, 4 months trying to figure out what we've done wrong for a guy to ghost on us. And plus, honest feedback could actually help you in your future relationships or future friendships. If there's something that you are profoundly doing wrong to just put guys off, that honest feedback would be great for you to hear so that you don't do it next time. He has zero respect for you. Essentially, the guy has got what he wanted. He's moved on. This is a classic example of a hit and run. He's pressed the ejector seat and he's gone. The guy could be a victim. He might have tried doing it properly before, but he chose the wrong girl to mess with and his ex slashed his tires. So right now he's just trying to avoid that PTSD and just completely just ghosted you. I'm not saying that's right either though. Don't project bad experiences on other people. It's unfair, and you ideally need to be above that and heal from that and get over that so you don't project it on other people. If you are still in a position where you can project that on another person, you should not be dating because it's convenient and the guy's a selfish idiot. Clearly his feelings come first. Your feelings don't matter to him, and he can't be bothered to face the consequences of actions, let alone feel compelled to give you any type of closure. Okay, so ladies, I think some of us can put our hand up to this one. You have just not been taking the hint. The guy has been hinting and hinting, maybe even flat out told you, I really don't think this is working, yet you are just continuing to I don't know, proceed business as usual, and he's just got fed up because you just don't take the hint, and he's just had to cut it off, go cold turkey, and get on with his life. And that could be because you seem to have come across too clingy, like talking about marriage on the second date, or you've done something distasteful in his eyes. I have heard a story of someone who FaceTimed her ex on the third date with a guy and was just parading her new guy around, like saying, oh look, I've got a better man, he's much more better than you, you're just a loser, he's got his own car, so on and so forth. And it clearly just showed the guy that she was dating at the time that, damn, this girl is not over her ex because she felt the need to call him during a date with me. Like, she still has some baggage and I don't need to be part of that. So hopefully now you have some kind of idea why a guy has ghosted you. The next move is to simply move on, get over this ghost. First off, let me tell you this. Ghosting says more about the person who's ghosted than it does about you. Try to not take it personally. Try to not let it be a huge reflection on your self-esteem, because clearly if a person can ghost, there is something fundamentally immature about that person. If they can't even have a mature conversation and handle something like a breakup or, you know, that kind of awkward talk, it just goes to show that they're not mature enough to handle an actual relationship, because an actual relationship takes 100 times more work than a conversation to say, I'm not into you anymore. A relationship involves tension, compromise, sacrifice. You have to think outside of yourself, and someone who ghosts clearly cannot think outside of themselves, so they're probably going to end up being a very selfish partner or boyfriend. Let me tell you this, you have dodged a massive bullet. It's probably a blessing in disguise that things never progressed further with this person. So yeah, take some time out to reflect and feel whatever emotions you're feeling at the time. Reflect on their actions, their behavior, and also on yours. You never know, it could be a two-way thing, but don't overthink or overcomplicate, because you can get sucked into that wormhole and just be thinking about what you did wrong for longer than you actually need to. Embrace your emotions and let them out. Give those negative emotions a positive outlet. In the past, I've gone golf driving, just swung some balls right into the ether, the distance, and that got some kind of aggression out, or like taking like a kickboxing class or MMA. Just get those negative feelings out of you and you will feel a lot better with time. So once you've gone through feeling all your emotions and getting that out of your system, it's just time to move on with life. Pay attention to yourself and other things in your life, and eventually you'll be so busy moving on that this whole thing is just way back in the past and you've clearly dealt with it and you're thriving again. If you find yourself still pining for that person who ghosted you, still thinking about what you've done wrong for them to treat you in such a way, still hoping that there might be a future between you two because there wasn't even really time for things to go wrong, honey, let me tell you this, you need to work on your self-esteem. For you to be pining over someone who can ghost you, that says a lot about how you value or don't value yourself, because if you think that you deserve someone who can ghost you, that's completely wrong. You need someone who is more mature than that, more man than that, more respectful than that. Yeah, you need to set your standards a bit higher. So work on your self-esteem, love yourself, up your standards, and you'll be fine. Guys, I hope that's been helpful to you, for you out there who've been ghosted. It happens so often now that it's not even a huge thing, but hopefully some of my advice will help you get through that period and get over it. And for you guys who are ghosters out there, honestly, think twice, think outside of yourself, put yourself in the other person's shoes. Don't think you're a hero. The only correct answer in this situation is to tell that person straight up, even though it might hurt them, even though you don't want to be put in that uncomfortable position. It's always better to tell someone the truth than just leave them hanging. Guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button again. Comment down below if you've been ghosted, what happened, why you think they ghosted. If you're a ghoster, why have you ghosted on people before? And also, if you like the content of this video, then hopefully you like the content of my other videos, so check that out. And if you do, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Could someone out there please tell me, today we're going to be cut it off, go cold turkey. Number of sex messages. No. Dooby doo doo doo. La 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 la.